they thrive. Horrible for Gabriel. Mitrovic, the arch opportunist. Alexander Mitrovic, already 4 Premier League goals this season and 100 now for Fulham. So Arsenal, what do you have? You have a problem. Odegaard squeezes it in. Feel the relief. The skipper made it happen. Sheer will. He was obliged. They were obliged. And Martin Odegaard found a way. Martinelli's corner. Leno came again. Gabriel scored! And from behind, Arsenal lead. They reach out for further perfection. Guilty at one end, greedy at the other. Gabriel, villain to hero. And Mikel Arteta brings himself under control after a moment of mania. Arsenal win it by sheer force of personality. They are still perfect. They are still top. They trailed to Alexander Mitrovic, but as winning teams do, they found a little bit more. And you find yourself wondering this time, Rebecca, you find yourself wondering whether this time Arsenal are the real deal. Winners again, 2-1. And so dawns another day of tantalising nervous excitement around the renaissance of Nottingham Forest Football Club. The City ground as history remembers it. Forest re-imbued with a spirit of old. And now again sharing a stage with Tottenham Hotspur, one of the glitziest in the land. They have waited a generation for days like this. Signings. Here is Kulusevski. Here is Kane. He scores! And silences the place. Harry Kane with a pin in the Forest balloon. And it is those who travel from London who roar now.
This is a beautiful little ball to find Harry Kane. Now normally he strikes him really cleanly.
Richarlison's got it back. And now Kane! And the deal may be done. Not quite the perfect Harry Kane afternoon, but this will do, because he's got 2. And the points should be Tottenham's.
Richarlison's able to bend it across, and it's a lovely little outside of the right foot delivery. And Henderson straight away looks up and says, come on, you know, where are you? Why aren't you defending that?
He's smiling again. Harry Kane.
And Richarlison comes on and makes another difference again, Peter, because it was a delightful assist on his part. The beautiful piece of skill with the outside of his right boot.
You begin to believe in them. Greg Pawson has a look and will shortly blow. Harry Kane again. And Spurs remain unbeaten. Spurs remain in the mix. Spurs with pragmatism and iron. And all the contents of a classic Conte side are looking as though they are equipped for sustained challenge this year. And Spurs are where they want to be. Back by Martinez. Eriksen's return pass. Malacia. And Sancho has sat one down and score! And Old Trafford explodes! Now that is the sound of the theatre of dreams, when they are dreaming. Jadon Sancho with his first goal since a meaningless consolation in the Manchester derby in March. This one is as far from meaningless as is conceivable. And for the first time as the Manchester United manager, Erik ten Hag relishes a lead. By Varane, and it broke from Martial, and Rashford's ahead of him if he can let him go, and Marcus Rashford is on his way and plants it in front of a buoyant Stretford end. Manchester United are living again. The secondary celebration, the confirmatory celebration, the goal stands. Dalot out. Elliott back in, Carvalho turning, De Gea smothering, Salah following up, Liverpool have an interest. 10 minutes to play. Back on edge. Feel the mood change. Wait for the noise. It's coming. Eric, it is coming. The time has passed. 95 plus. One of the nights of his life. At last, at long last, Manchester United's night. How they have thirsted for this. How long they have thirsted for this. The bitterest of enemies are beaten by them, and Old Trafford feels as Old Trafford should feel. Jadon Sancho, splendid first half goal. Marcus Rashford, splendid strike in the second. A reminder of how he is at his sprightliest and hungriest. Mo Salah gave Liverpool late interest, but Liverpool weren't quite themselves, and they are 3 games at the start of a season without a win. Klopp musters a smile, but it is a weak smile. Erik ten Hag has his teeth into the job. Manchester United have their teeth into the season. And 9 days on from Brentford, they were unrecognisable. This indeed, Rebecca, might be considered by United folk a transformational night. The night it all changed, the night they came to life. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. Welcome to you wherever you are. We greet you from a happy place. Bournemouth finding their feet, Arsenal reaching for the stars, and to this point, Lee Dixon, to this point, perfect. Jesus, what a beautiful take. Easing away from Jefferson Lerma, still going here, Gabriel Jesus, and feeding in Martinelli, and touched in by Odegaard. Arsenal flying. They have gone with the P of the starter's pistol. Martin Odegaard is Arsenal's new young leader, 23 years old, with a vibrant, exciting team either side of him, and new stellar additions, not the least of which Gabriel Jesus, who made that happen. Assisted by White, sit back for Jesus, hit by Odegaard, cruising, just cruising, and the skipper leads the way. It's a beautifully crisp hit. In by Martinelli, it's come through to Granit Xhaka, who set it for Saliba! Oh, the joy of the moment! He stroked it like a maestro. What a delicious goal. You've got to smile. Centre halves aren't supposed to be able to do that sort of thing.
You know what that means, don't you?
We're going to get his song for the next 40 minutes. Arsenal picture perfect. Arsenal purring. Arsenal played 3-1-3. Arsenal top of the Premier League. And Bournemouth today couldn't live with them. Welcome to Premier League season kickoff. The first top 6 set 2 of a new campaign. You can smell it, taste it, feel Chelsea against Tottenham. So let them at it. And when these two are at it, at each other, generally speaking, Aguero without swing. Oh, lashed in with power to add by Kalidou Koulibaly. He has given that the lot. Welcome to the bridge, big man. The purest connection, and yet another Chelsea lead against Tottenham. When Kalidou Koulibaly went to bed last night, said his prayers, closed his eyes and settled on the pillow, that is what he saw in his dreams. Jorginho ran into trouble. Son, Ben Davis, Højbjerg! He has pinned it into the bottom corner, and there is heat. There is heat. Tuchel is enraged by the challenge of moments ago. Spurs weren't waiting to argue. An always angry fixture has just gone up a few degrees. And Tottenham are level. It's a very good goal. Yeah. And Sterling and Reece James! Chelsea have back their precious lead. And now look who's cavorting. Whipped again with pace. It's in! Spurs salvation! Harry Kane leads the party! And they will escape from the bridge with a point! That is one heap of Tottenham joy! Compelling drama to the very end. And is this not why we love the Premier League? For its outpourings, for its tribalism. What a good header, at what a moment, in what a game. Passionate, emotional, blood boiling, sometimes angry, utterly furious, and still furious, and they are still at it. The game's over, the battle isn't. Tuchel and Conte have each other in their sights. These men are livid, these men are worked up, these men feel their clubs. Conte once a Chelsea friend, now a devoted foe. This has been remarkable melodrama, remarkable. That is the passion of the Premier League. De Bruyne, there goes Haaland, he's on his way again, he's hungry, he's scored, he always does, he always will. Nothing more certain than that Erling Haaland would slap his name across this game. Big broad shoulders, his moment. Announcing Erling Haaland. You'll see that a few times more. Composure, certainty, self-assurance beyond his years. Deep into first half stoppage time on opening night at Goodison. Jorginho, Chelsea lead. Efficiency itself. And it is the London Blues who leave the Liverpool Blues behind. Gabriel for Zinchenko to redirect it. It's in! Arsenal struck first on Premier League opening night. Martinelli offers the kiss. Not the prettiest, but the broadest smile. Saka offers the hug. Saka, Arsenal up a gear. Bukayo Saka! He has flashed that with fizz. It might have got a teasing touch. It's a belter.